Hi everyone, welcome to S&S BioInfo. Today we are going to learn about chromosome maps. Chromosome maps. Before I get into the topic, I must talk about the linkage and recombination that we have already learned in the previous sessions. Anyway, I just brief about it. Linkage is the physical association of genes in the chromosome. So this is a chromosome. Suppose these are the genes. There is a relationship in between the genes on the chromosome. That relationship or physical association is called the linkage. On the chromosome, some genes are closely located while some others are distantly located. The closely located genes are known as linked genes. The distantly located genes are known as the unlinked genes. Here, the gene A and B are linked genes. Linked genes, while A and D are unlinked genes. Unlinked genes. The linked genes always stay together and they do not undergo crossing over. That means they show only less chances of crossing over. So here I can write less crossing over, so that less number of recombinants in the progeny, the recombinant traits in the progeny. Less recombinants. Crossing over means the exchange of genetic material between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome. Suppose it's one chromosome is another chromosome. Suppose these two are the homologous chromosomes, paternal and maternal. These chromosomes carry genes. So, crossing over is the exchange of the genetic material from one chromosome to the next. Suppose if it happens at this arm, this gene will be transferred to the paternal chromosome and these genes will be transferred to the maternal chromosome. That is crossing over. So, as there is less chances of crossing over, in the case of linked genes, it produces only less number of recombinant traits in the progeny. So, in the case of unlinked genes, as they are distantly located, more chances of crossing over. There will be more chances of crossing over, more crossing over, and more recombinants. More recombinants. What did you observe here? The more distance, the more chances of crossing over, it would produce more number of recombinants. So, chromosome maps is the graphical representation of the sequences of genes over the chromosome and the relative distances between them. The first chromosome maps of the 4 chromosomes of Drosophila melanogaster or fruit fly was done by Alfred Henry Sturtevant in 1913. Alfred Henry Sturtevant in 1913. He was one of the students of T.H. Morgan, Thomas Hunt Morgan, who is the father of experimental genetics. They conducted several dihybrid crosses in Drosophila to study the inheritance of various traits in them. They stated that the frequency of the recombination of 2 linked genes on a chromosome is directly proportional to the relative distances between them. The frequency of recombination can be measured by using a particular equation. Frequency of recombination is equal to total number of recombinants by the total number of progenies. Total number of recombinants by total number of progenies. Here recombinants means the recombinants show non-parental traits. Here 1% recombination frequency or 0.01 recombination frequency is equal to 1 MAP unit. 1 MAP unit or 1 MU or 1 centimorgan. 1 centimorgan or simply centimorgan, enough, simply centimorgan. So here the MAP unit is the unit or cm is the unit of the frequency of recombination. So 10% recombinant frequency means decimorgan or dm that means dm. 100% recombination frequency means Morgan or M. You have to remember that when we have studied about the linkage and recombination, Morgan's experiments, dihybrid crosses in Drosophila melanogaster, in cross A and cross B, he observed that more than 90% of the parental type and 1.3% of recombinant variety. In the cross B, it was 32% of recombinants when he studied about the sex-linked inheritance in Drosophila. Now, I will show you how to calculate the frequency of recombination with the help of an example. Let's consider the dihybrid crosses made by T.H. Morgan and his colleagues. The parents were grey body with the grey body and the normal eye. Normal eye is red eye, and black body with the purple eye. They conducted dihybrid crosses on these two varieties of Drosophila. Here the grey body is dominant over the black body. Normal eye color is dominant over the purple eye. Here these two traits are pure dominant. Dominant trait. Black body and purple eyes are recessive traits. Pure recessive traits. The first Drosophila is male, second one is female. When they cross, all F1 with the parental traits. So they selected a female fly, that means fruit fly with a grey body and a normal eye. So here, both parental, that is dominant traits expressed in the flies. Both the males and females were having same traits, both the dominant traits. These female flies were test crossed with the homozygous recessive parent. Next step, test cross. Test crossed with black body, the fruit fly with the black body and purple eye. Then they got the F2 progenies with both parental and recombinant traits. The number of flies with a grey body and normal eye were 250. So number of flies with a grey body and normal eye was 250. The next one, the number of flies with a black body and purple eyes. Number of flies with a black body and purple eyes. It was 234. 234. And the other combination, the recombinant variety was black body with the normal eye. Black body with the normal eye, 15. Then fourth one, grey body with the purple eye. Grey body with the purple eye. Grey body with the purple eye, 16. Here the first two are parental type. The second and third are recombinant type. Here the total number, let's find out the total number of recombinants. Total recombinants is equal to 15 plus 16 is equal to 31. Then total number of progenies. So we have to add these four. Total progenies. Total number of progenies. So total number of progenies 250 plus 234 plus 15 plus 16 is equal to 515. So how can we calculate the frequency of recombination? Frequency of recombination is equal to total number of recombinants by the total number of progenies. 31 divided by 515 is equal to 0.0602. This is the frequency of recombination. So how can we calculate the percentage of frequency of recombination? Percentage of frequency of recombination is equal to 0.0602 into 100 is equal to 6.02%. This is the percentage of frequency of recombination. So what can we understand from this result? Here 6% chances of crossing over in the case of this cross. That genes that control the body color and eye color have only 6% chance to separate each other and form recombinant varieties. That's why very less percent of recombinants in this category, in this case of dihybrid crosses of Drosophila. Now let's understand how chromosome mapping done with the help of a simple example. For this we need to consider a chromosome with the genes. Suppose this is a chromosome with two genes A and B. So what is the chromosome map? It's a graphical representation of the position of genes on the chromosome and the relative distances between them. So it can be represented as a chromosome map like this, linear fashion, arrangement of gene like this. So if these two genes are 10 map unit apart, means it can be shown like this, 10 map unit apart. The distance between these two genes is 10 map unit. Let's consider another example, another chromosome with the gene A and gene B. And if the distance between A and B is 20 map unit, A and B is 20 map unit, another value also can be given, the distance between A and C, 10 map unit. So where will you label the C in this diagram? So the distance between A and B is 20 map unit, 20 map unit. The distance between A and C is 10 map unit. So A and C means, but it is not mentioned as it is present in between A and B. It is the distance between A and C. So it can be either here or here there are two options. Here A to C 10 MAP unit. This is one chance. Another chance 10 MAP unit. See here the combination CAB. Look at here. There are two options. See CAB. 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 Another option A, C and B. A, C and B. Two options. So it can be represented like this. Suppose one chromosome, the first arrangement is C, A, B. Okay, then the second arrangement can be represented like this, A, C, B. So from this arrangement we can make a chromosome map by understanding the distance between the two genes in the chromosome. That is the meaning of the chromosome map. It was done by Alfred Sturtevant, one of the students of T.H. Morgan. With this, I conclude my session. I hope you understood the topic well. Thank you and have nice moments.